A big thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, and a big thanks to all of these donators of $5 or more. Gloomy Horse, Anenthusiast, Willie Davenport, and Vlad Tepish 3176. You all helped make these episodes possible. Howdy, insufferable gaming fans. Your old pal Rosser here with some more Castlevania 3. Last time, we made it pretty far. We were able to finally beat that mean old Hydra, and then we were able to beat that mean old 3 doppelganger thingy, and we almost even beat Death himself. Almost, but not quite. And thank you for your welcome, Wheatstone. Hopefully, this time, Death will be going down. We definitely had ourselves a couple of close defeats. Some near victories, dare I say it. And I don't know why I wouldn't dare to say it, since I can say pretty much anything I want and I won't have any consequences, because it's not like Konami's gonna come over here and whoop my ass if I lie. Okay, that was a new one. I'll give you some points for that one, Wheatstone. Absolutely. You're certainly trying. Speaking of trying to make a lot of puns, I wonder where DZ has been lately. We were supposed to do some RPG gaming earlier, but you know, most of the members of my Wednesday group were busy Wednesdays, so we tentatively rescheduled, but since none of them think to look at the message board unless they know something's going on, most of them did not look and see that we had a potential reschedule for tonight, so I said, you know what? Just gonna do some streaming instead. Wasn't sure what I'd be streaming, but felt like a Castlevania 3 kind of night. And I'm glad that I settled on that, because it is working out for me. Making progress. Alright. Really? That hit me. How? How? How did that hit me? I am genuinely curious, game, as to how the hitboxes decided that that was going to be where the line was drawn. Yep. You got another new one there. You're working the puns, Wheatstone. I'll give you that. They ain't been half bad. Alright. Whoa. Almost grabbed that. Don't want to grab that. Let's just keep moving, shall we? We shall. Or we should. Crap. I attacked just a little bit too early, and as a result, we got hosed, Davey. Or Tommy. Or however that commercial went. You know the one I'm talking about. Boys, why don't you let me have the Mountain Dew? Now, what have you learned? There we go. Now run for it. I'm gonna have to try jogging like that. Oh, it was a great commercial. One of the funnier ones that came out in that era. Oh, shit. Well, that worked out. Alright. Don't F this up. I F'd it up. Immediately F'd it up. If there were a variable in that algebraic equation, it would have been the variable f. And it would have been an addition because it was going upwards in nature. Do you see what I'm saying here? See, this Mountain Dew commercial was like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. It was a very long time ago. Well, the good news is we have proof of concept in that this guy can be beaten very quickly if I toss my holy water in the correct direction. It seems like there may be a little bit of manipulation to this. Starting out taking a hit is not what I wanted to do with it. This is only the first room of the castle. Right? I mean, I'm not wrong. There's a lot more levels to go after this before I get to Dracula, right? I'm not misremembering this part, am I? Don't take weapons to the face. If you must take a weapon somewhere, take it to the elbow. Then you get workers' comp for the rest of your life. Keep going. Get the heart. Kill skeletons. Kill multiple skeletons, if you would be so kind as to do such a thing. Grab the meat. Hi, hi. No, 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 no. You're supposed to say, I used to beat Dracula every day until I took an arrow to the knee. And also, you have to swear that beating Dracula isn't a euphemism for anything. What's annoying is that once you hop up there, you can't get back down to the area below unless you switch to Grant, which I should have probably done. I hate these Axe Knights. Such a trouble. Alright, let's get up there so that when I inevitably die with my last couple of... Too late, never mind. Dead indeed. Dead and dead indeed. Oh, for crap to the crap. Monsters, you've about stolen your last tree fitty. Huh. Sounds like a hell of a storm going on outside of my house. Hello, Dead Zergling. No, I'm actually having a really good evening. I've made some pretty good progress so far. And how are you today? Well, I hope. No one wanted to play D&D, so I'm playing Castlevania instead. You know how it is. Ah, yes. The old being tired. I'm familiar with that concept. Well, yeah, of course it's Thursday, but we didn't play Wednesday, so the plan was to maybe play today instead, you see. Gimme, gimme, gimme! Hot damn! If I don't die immediately, and I can shoot all of the scythes in time, this could be it. It won't be, but it could be. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, no, don't get that. That's not what we want here. That, however, we do. Alright. Get that. That should be enough. Then grab a few hearts on the way and run for it. That should do. Yep, definitely a thundering out. Alright. Now comes the tricky part. Knowing when to whip the scythes. Shit. That would have been so good if I had been able to dodge a little better. Alas. 'Twas not to be, my friends, 'twas not to be. El Spectore. Just be glad that I'm not trying to fight El Santo. Otherwise, I'd be super screwed. Don't do anything fancy, just run. Just run. Flee. Or Rey Mysterio Jr. Now that guy knew how to lucha it up. Crap. This did not go well. Okay. He touches down in the middle, right? He did not touch down in the... He went the opposite direction. He went the opposite direction. He usually goes counterclockwise. This time he went clockwise. And I was the... What's the opposite of beneficiary? What's the opposite of the word beneficiary? I was the victim of this change in plans. Also, it's raining hella hard outside. And lightning and thunder. Which means that it's the absolute perfect atmosphere to be playing Castlevania. I should open the window and see if I can let some bats in. Not that bats would be flying during a rainstorm, mind you, but you get the sentiment. Alright. Keep chugging. Chugging along with the game, I mean, not chugging my booze. Because if I chugged this particular type of booze, I would probably die. Moderation, friends. Moderation. It is really coming down out there. I don't know if the mic's picking it up. Probably not, but if it were, man. Boy, howdy. Yeah, didn't think so. Everybody always thinks that the mic is going to be picking stuff up, but it almost never does. Dre, I know you used to worry all the time that your mic was picking up your AC. And I never heard your AC on your mic. Wait a minute. Meat. Wall meat. Boom Bossa Boom, Firework Festival. We good, we good. Wall meat mart. I don't know why that tickled me, but it did. I like that. Wall meat mart. Let me guess. The Axe Knight to the left is going to be there when I come back around. What do you want to bet? Dimes to donuts. Yep, okay. Great. Look how close I was to getting all the way to the boss without losing any health this time. Until suddenly I did. Yep. Axe Knights. They're the Yoda of the Castlevania set. Just when you think they're dead, they come back in spirit. Well, that was just plain rude, game. Yeah, this ain't gonna be the run. Still got 2 lives. That's the important thing to take away from this. Still got 2 lives after this. Just learn the patterns. Just learn the patterns. That's the main thing. Okay. So the scythes come back after they go one direction, they go back in the other direction. I see. See, these are things that you wouldn't notice in the heat of battle. But you probably should try to realize them. And go. I can do this. This is not impossible. I've come close several times, just not within the last several attempts. That's all. Ah. Especially when I have trouble frickin' doing anything with these goddamn flying sickles all over the place. And other exclamations that I daren't say in public. To answer your question, Dre, by this point of the game, no. There is nothing that takes less than a quarter of your health. Unless you're playing the Japanese version, in which case it was actually balanced properly. Unfortunately, I am not playing the Japanese version, I'm playing the US version. Focus on the sickles, man. Just do something about them sickles. Okay, clockwise or counterclockwise? What's it gonna be, game? Shit! No! I threw it the wrong way! I threw the holy water to the left, but I was supposed to throw it to the right, but I threw it to the left. My left. Not your left, my left. That's your right, that's my left. But I threw it to, my left. Jello pudding pops. I feel like I got Jello pudding popped. For situations like this, we need Excalibur. Excalibur! Excalibur! Fool! My legend began in the 14th century. Once more into the breach, friends. Once more into the breach. The hell of it is, I've made so much progress already today that even if I don't do any more, I will not feel like I've failed, but at the same time, I'm determined to keep going because I'd like to make some more since I'm on a roll. You know how it is. Surely you know how it is. Hey, if I were any more on a roll, you could call me, Ham. Or Cinnamon Glaze. Oh god. Jesus. Can't believe I dodged those. I don't think you can either. That was some fancy footwork. I shouldn't bother to kill that guy, because he'll come back. Yeah, sesame. Oh, I love me some sesame seed Kaiser rolls. Or, not Kaiser rolls, but sesame. But I also love Kaiser rolls, man. Kaiser rolls. So good. See, you've distracted me, and now I'm taking damage. Poppy seeds are okay, but boy, will you ever fail a drug test if you eat them right before. That's the downside of poppy seeds. But the reason I like sesame seeds is because I love me some sesame seed. That's where the doubler is. It's there every time. I need to stop forgetting that it's there. For some reason, I don't check there every time. And I should. I absolutely should. To the right is a boomerang. Don't want that. I have no idea what you're talking about there. Ah, but if I switch characters, there's no chance of me getting a different weapon. See? I thought this through, for once. I am so smart. I am so smart. S-M-R-T. I mean S-M-A-R-T. I'm just throwing these all over the damn place. Ah, it didn't work. Oh, man. I was really hoping that would work. Ah, clever game. You can't even go back. That's actually pretty smart on the developer's part. Which means that if I were able to get the holy water, I couldn't get back before messing with the doubler. Of course. Hey. Earlier today, I had 2 big-ass steak-'em sandwiches with homemade steak fries. Dripping with grease and seasoned salt. Felt good, man. Felt damn good. Shit. I was briefly doing really well. Alright. Next problem. Oof. There we go. Alright. Metal. Absolute metal. Thank you, Wheatstone. Thank you, everyone. Alright. Oh, God, this level. This is where I got stuck forever during the last run. A rolling stone gathers no Ross. Except, the other day, I didn't go to see the Rolling Stones. I went to see Whitesnake and Foreigner, and boy was that a awesome hair metal weekend to experience. Lasers everywhere, man. It was Foreigner's Jukebox Hero 40th Anniversary Tour. That reminds me, I was thinking about uploading some pictures to put on the stream, but I forgot to do it in time. So maybe next time I'll, you know, put some pictures on screen from that I took. Every time I go to an actual concert, I think to myself, I'm going to be very nervous. They allowed non-professional cameras. So you could take pictures as long as you weren't using a professional camera. So, you know, I was just using my phone. I can't remember what the best sub-weapon to use in this level is, but what I do remember is that this is the doppelganger level. And holy crap, is the doppelganger level a huge problem for everyone involved. Okay, best thing I could possibly do would be if I could make it all the way through the level without dying once and keep my holy water. Otherwise, I don't think you find any in this level, and the doppelganger is going to be a hell of a lot harder for it. Not off to a fantastic start. Well, I was off to a fantastic start, but I'm not continuing on a fantastic route. Go, 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 giggity go! I don't even know where to think about finding meat in this case. Could be anywhere. But it won't be. That's the problem. Up here, perhaps? Doubt it. And it wasn't. And then there's that insidious upward scrolling part of the level, which is coming up very shortly. Now for that, Grant is going to be a huge asset. Or he's going to be a huge ass. Haven't figured out which one yet. Considering I'm really used to doing this without his help, this might be, you know, more trouble than it's worth. Although, there is a 1-up over here that I'm pretty sure that I can get on the regular. It is really hard to work with this character. But I got the 1-up, so good for me. I couldn't have possibly done this with Grant on stream, right? I did it with Alucard a couple of times. Alucard was where I was doing most of the tricks on it. That's gotta be it. We're almost to the end of this. And we are absolutely at the end of this. Nice. Cool. Very good. Okay. That could have gone so much worse. And I believe we have meat. We have meat. Oh, glorious day. Of course, we still have to get through the water part. Oh, but you know what? And here's the rub. Here's where all this having Grant is going to finally pay off. If I don't die because of frickin' crows. Man, I haven't been to Arby's in a hot minute. And I love Arby's. I really... I feel really bad about that. Also, what do you mean expensive? Where else can you get, like, a 5-pound roast beef sandwich for, like, 12 cents? Might be a regional thing, but in my neck of the woods, Arby's is pretty inexpensive, all in all. Well, that's obviously hyperbole, but still. I have made a terrible error in judgment. Now I remember why I was having so much trouble with this part with Alucard. Because flying up there was not doing me any favors because of these damned birds. And here we are at luxurious Doppelganger with basically nothing to work with. How do? This is gonna be 8 bitches in a bitch boat. Yeah, wait for him to use all his hearts. That'll do the trick. Something tells me this isn't going to end well. I like that, Wheatstone. That's a pretty good analogy, I think. Hit him again. Hit him again. Harder. Harder. Hit him again. Hit him a third time. Hit him a fourth time. As many as it takes, man. You just keep hitting that doppelganger. Crap. It's a knockdown, drag-out fight. Shit. I'm done. Ugh. Not the easiest thing in the world. Pressurized paint in a jar. AKA a CO2 cartridge. Man, that reminds me of all the fun that me and the Trout Boys used to have with CO2 cartridges and a .45 rifle. Well, it was a .38 rifle, but it was modified to shoot .45 rounds. Good times. Good times. Bugger. Grant, you take that dagger. Awesome. The opposite of easy cheese would be difficult cheese, and no one wants difficult cheese. It just shouldn't be done, lad. There's got to be... Oh, there we go. I had a feeling that there was a way to cheese this because I'd noticed that he was throwing axes, and sure enough, the powers of observation, my friends. That was so much easier than the last time I was here with Alucard. This is it. Thank you. Final level. Not doing great so far, but... Well, Dead Zergling, the whole point of early Nintendo games is that when they were really hard, you were supposed to try to find ways to cheese them. And by cheese, I mean the way the developers intended you to do them. It's not cheesing if there's literally no other way to do it. Man, I'm glad we made it this far. Neither one are optimal strats. I mean, if you don't constantly switch, the problem then becomes that there is no way to outrun your doppelganger and you are constantly getting cornered and beaten into oblivion because your doppelganger does approximately 5 times more damage than you can do. Yep, Trevor only run is going to be the final one. You are not wrong. I know it can be done. I'm just not sure how yet. But I know that it's possible, because I've seen speedruns where people have done it. Damn it. Excuse me, game. You're not helping me much here. This could very well be another one of those better off Grant situations, now that I'm looking at it. Possibly. Not gonna say certainly. Not gonna say definitely. Just saying... Game! Boah! I don't know what that was, Gloomy Horse. I have not the slightest clue, my friend. Your guess is way better than mine on that one. I don't even know what happened. I think you're right. It had to have been the stairs, Dre. There's no other explanation. I think you've hit upon the problem. Oh, slow down. So much slow down. Medusa heads. Every day I'm shuffling, every day I'm sine waving, sine waving, sine waving, sine waving. Alright, let's see if I can get through here thusly. Go, 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 go. Okay. Now, see, if I still had lives left, this would be the checkpoint. But I don't. Which, kind of a problem, yes? Unless I can make it to the final area. Which is possible. Not a complete lack of possibility. Oh yeah, why indeed? I don't even know, man. That would have been the thing to do. That would have been a lot smarter than what I did. Yump. Oh geez. Oh geez. Oh geez. Yes! Checkpoint, baby! This is it. I made it. Now, all I have to do is not fuck up spectacularly. More easily said than done, sure. Far more easily said than done. especially in such tight quarters. Seriously. This guy's like, yep, that indeed. Aw. You wait until he raises his scepter and then you move. Well, you go to one side first. Then you wait until the scepter raise, you move. And then you hope that you have enough hit points left to survive this phase. Which, if you're me, at this point, you might be a little bit off, so you try to dodge the blood drips, but you don't quite make it. Oh, right. In this Castlevania game, you don't get to restart at the Flying Buttress, so I actually do have to start the entire level over again. Whoopsies. This is the only Castlevania game that I can think of offhand where that is the case. But that's why this game is one of the harder Castlevanias. There's no doubt about that. It ain't for the faint of heart. No siree, Bob. Crap. It depends on your definition of harder. There are Castlevania games with harder levels than this, and there are Castlevania games with easier levels than this, but which have fewer continues. So, really, it's a complete matter of perspective. There we go. There you go. Alright. Made it to there. First try. That's good. Keep going here. Oh, right. I forgot. Keeping holy water, is completely useless because none of the forms of Dracula are completely susceptible to holy water this time. Right. Axes. That's what you want. Axes versus Draxes. My ass is getting tired of sitting on the seat. But it is a newer seat, so it's not a complete loss. Oh, jeez. Jumping these things with Grant is an entirely different monster, because he jumps so far that it kind of makes things a lot different. Yep, overshoot if you ain't careful. Wonder if I can climb anywhere interesting on the ceiling. Doesn't look like it. Ah well. It would have been nice. Don't need that. No siree, Bob. No siree, Bill. How the hell? Game, you screwed me on that one. You have to know that... Game? Dracula? You and your Kunio-kun haircut can go fuck in the off direction directly. That's all I'm saying. Right. Once more into the breach. And this is why the US version is the harder version. Because of shit like this. Yep, that is the case. And also, if you try to duck to hit that bat, you go down the stairs unless you're all the way to the left. Because this game hates your life. And everyone involved in it. Oh god, why? This is a lot of stress. This is the stressiest stress that ever did stress. Well, at least we can get extra hearts if we want to. And I don't know why you wouldn't. Oh, Dre. That would be so great. That would be the bee's tits. Crap. Crap. Time to send your head to the moon, old man. Haha. It's the third form that always disappoints you when you lose on it. And here's that third form now. Crap! It's been so long since I've done that fight that I don't remember the exact timing. I didn't do horribly on the third phase there, but I know I can do this. It's far from impossible. You just need an axe and a heart of gold. Gold being the heaviest material you can get, that's also malleable and won't give you lead poisoning. Yeah, it would have been really great if I'd have gotten it that quickly, wouldn't it have? But alas, I did not. Let's grant ourselves a few options. See what I did there? I wonder. What if... Alright, did I get your second whip? Yes, I did. So, if I get an axe for Grant, Grant moves more quickly than Trevor does. So it's possible that if I had found an axe there, which I didn't, but if I had, that could have been super helpful. Alas, I did not. The trick is to stay very far away from Drac. I can't prove it, but I think the farther away from him you are, the more room you have to dodge. I think. My theory seems to bear out, mostly. Maybe not completely, but I don't think it's too far off. Once more into the breach, friends. All the components are in place. We can beat this during this episode. There's no reason not to. We've got this. We've got this, insufferable gaming fans, friends, family, Romans, countrymen. I wouldn't call that a bright side. Now, this is your old pal, Hercule Satan, speaking. You need to lift your arms to the sky and help me defeat Syl. Yes. No way I could possibly lose. I mean, you know, except for all those ways that I could possibly lose, but we're not counting those quite yet. There we go. That's the only checkpoint I needed to get right off the bat. That's the important checkpoint. Would have liked to have, you know, not died immediately on that one, but it does happen. Really? Really, game? You're really gonna do that to me? Yeah, of course you are. Because you're Castlevania 3, and you're unreasonable. Naturally. Yeesh. No! Don't go down the stairs! Duck and attack the bat! God damn it! Me? What is wrong with me? You're working on those tired internet memes. Me? I don't remember having this much slowdown last time, which is weird because I used the exact same program with the exact same settings. Oh well. What you gonna do, right? Oh, that was wrong. That was so wrong. I didn't want that knife. I dodged. Thank you. Apparently my reaction times have been slowing. I'm just gonna save that extra health for when I inevitably screw up trying to kill this skeleton. Which I didn't. Okay, cool. I'm fine with that. absolutely 100% positively fine with that. And that was awful. Yippers, Game-O. A matter of time. A matter of time. Are you saying that I should have kept the stopwatch? You're implying that I should have kept the stopwatch. No, that would be too easy. He's implying that I should have given the stopwatch up earlier. Yes, and then, from there, I should have spread peanut butter on controller 2. And then, I should have turned it upside down and held A, B, and Y on the Super Nintendo controller whilst doing a tap dance with only my left foot, and then, if I did all of that, I could unlock Goro as a playable character in Mortal Kombat for the SNES. It's obvious when you put it like that. That worked. I'll take it. I'll also take this. Good one, DZ. I assure you, as it is, I would not be welcome in Japan. I'm incredibly unattractive by Japanese standards. Alright. How's about we do it this way? So far, so good, yeah? Yeah. Yeah. Alright. We got this. I've beaten Dracula with just Trevor, like, sometimes you just gotta head desk a time or two. I assure you, the dagger is not Dracula's secret weakness. Or really any weakness whatsoever. Sometimes the game just decides, hey, you know what would be fun if you don't win? Son of a bitch. Uh-oh. Now, here's a problem. My audio is spitting and cracking. That's probably on me. Hopefully that doesn't keep going. Can you guys hear it spitting and cracking? It's not showing up on my my audio thing, so I don't think it's doing that. Oh, is it? Well, shit. Ugh. Figures. Hang on. Let me jiggle some chords. Fingers crossed. Excellent. That's what I like for people to hear. Now, oh, here's the real problem, and this is a pretty big problem. I don't know how the hell I'm going to beat the third form without an axe. Because an axe is kind of necessary for my ability to beat the third form. Like, super important. Pretty sure I can't beat the game without it. I have, but at the same time, you know, that kind of relied on me using axes to get there in the first place. Hey, Muggles Monster, how you doing? How you doing? Just trying to save the world from Dracula yet again. You know, like you do. Every once in a while I like to try to save the world from Dracula. Now, when I get up those stairs, I need to not, and I repeat, do not get the frickin' dagger. Do not pick up the dagger. Don't do it. Don't do it, me. See that? This is the... No, that's not the dagger. This is the dagger. Don't get that dagger. Do not get that dagger. Alright. I managed to not get the dagger. It's like a dream come true. That sounds pretty cool, Muggle. You want to give me the info on that? That sounds like something I'd be into. Focus. Must focus. Haha! Take that, head of Dracula. Now, time to throw axes like mad. And try to dodge blood drips. Dodging blood drips is the main part. Although, it's not the easiest part, mind. Come on. Ah, for fuck's sake. Alright, last form. Dodge the laser eyes. I'm not doing a great job of dodging. Focus. Ah, damn it. Starbomb is a musical comedy trio comprised of Danny Sexbang and Ninja Brian from the Ninja Sex Party and Ego Raptor. They make songs about video games. You would really enjoy them. Yeah, that does sound something that I would really enjoy, dude. Man. I had the coolest dream last night that I was hanging out with the old crew at the old place in Elliston. Those were good times. Kicked ass, man. Kicked ass. Oh, no, YouTube is not forcing us to do that. But I decided to... Well, Dead Zergling's been doing it anyway, and I did it for that one episode that had bare polygonal titties in Duke Nukem. Because, you know, I figured shaky boobies would probably not be something that I could get away with on the norm. Alright. Let's grab some extra hearts this time. I don't want to run out. Do not want to run out. Who did it? Always picked up that dagger. Right. You know who else curses up a storm? Kids these days. So that shouldn't be a problem. Close? Shit. Couldn't dodge. Oh, it got me twice. Fucking really? Get dead. You know what? I actually would believe that. I certainly wouldn't want to see him, but I would believe it. Okay, focus, Crocus. Oh, a 1-up. That's nice. Shit. I can't frickin' remember what the timing is on this boss, on the third phase. The third phase, man. That's always the worst. It's not the hardest, it's just by the time you get to the third phase and you screw up on it, it just hurts the worst. That's all. And you were there. And you were there. And a 4-year-old that smoked was there. Oh my god, yeah. This is... I'm not gonna say this is not the run, because I'm not giving up. You never give up, even when shit like that happens. Thank you, RNG. I appreciate that. Okay, maybe I should have given up. Now I've got the damn hiccups, which gives me a good opportunity to explain how you reset your diaphragm when you've got the hiccups. Okay, so here's the trick. When you have the hiccups, you have to take a deep breath and push in and up on your stomach. And hold your breath for as long as you can. Thusly. And that should take care of hiccups in most cases. If not, repeat as necessary, but breathe in between applications. Hey, Gloomy Horse gets it. Taking a drink. Also good advice. Fantastic advice, even. Cheers indeed. Alright. To the Descendinator. Died pretty fast on that one. I'm just gonna go ahead and take out these lives, and yeah. That was not normal. Not normal at all, says I. These are things which should not be. What can be done? One knows not. One thing's for damn sure, it weren't that. What the hell, game? You vex me plenty. Okay, that was entirely my fault, so I'm not going to reset on that one. On account of because it was, in fact, my fault. I got cocky and tried to jump too quickly, despite knowing full good and well that it was not the time to do such a thing. I'm nothing if not cognizant of my own shortcomings. And boy, do I have a lot of shortcomings, man. Ah, okay. This is just getting embarrassing at this point. Really? Nope. Nope, 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 nope. The weakest enemy that you can find at this point. Just a bird. Chilling out on the edge of the level. Takes an entire quarter of a vampire hunter's health. That's the last of my booze. They put that booze down. It is time to finish this. You, Dracula, are going down. Focus. Grim determination filled Trevor Belmont's heart as he entered the clock tower. The top of the clock tower held some mysterious force. He couldn't quite put his finger on it, but he felt for certain that if he stood still for too long, the top of the clock tower would bear down upon him and somehow cause him harm. He wasn't sure how it would happen, but he knew that it would happen. And so, he moved down the area at a fixed rate. Not a fast rate, and not a slow rate, but a rate that felt satisfying to everyone involved. From there, he managed to get to a part where the floors were falling down on him. And there he died. And the hope of Wallachia died with him. This is not the best final level I've ever dealt with in my life. And I dare say it very well may be one of the worst final levels in any video game that I've ever played. I played a lot of really crap final levels. That's all I'm saying. Like, I played a lot of bad games. And this is a good game. So you can imagine how disappointing it is when I get shit like this in a really good game. I know, right? We all have, Dre. We all have. Run for it. Just make it to that checkpoint. That's all. That's all. That's all you need, man. That's all you need. That's all you need. You get it. You get it. We got this. We got this. We got it by the butt. You wanna get nuts? Let's get nuts. Well, we couldn't afford nuts, so we had to deal with spider webs instead, alas. Oh, come on. Die. Thank you. I'll take this. Yoink. Sometimes you can't get there from here. Would that you could. Would that you could. Man, if only I could get myself a doubler somewhere. Oh. Thanks, Bat. Thanks. Thanks so much, you bat. You bat rastard. Someone is contacting me on my phone. I wonder if it's my buddy whom I may be moving in with in Shawsville pretty soon. Oh. In that case, it's not, but thank you for sending me those. Muggles Monster, I may be moving back to Shawsville soon and moving in with Guthrie. And if that's the case, we're going to have a kick-ass place to do some RPG gaming. And you are absolutely 100% invited to play in all of the RPG games that we do. It'll be just like the old days, said Skeletor. Myahaha, just like the old days. Yeah, I'll need to have a flawless victory. Alright. Stay far away from Dracula. The farther away from him that you stand, the more room you have between his damn fire posts. That has to be it. Or at least it has to be something to do with it. It's gotta be. It's too perfect to not be the case. Ooh, that was close. Almost dicked that one up. Alright. Time to throw a buttload of axes in an upwards arc. Time to remind myself that axes suck in an arc. Daggers suck, axes suck in an arc. Watches suck for 5 seconds and use too many hearts. Boomerangs suck, and just when you think they're done sucking, they suck right on back. Crap. I was far too flippant. Okay, now, all I have to do is not get hit during the third form. No, I didn't hit select. I mean, I did, but I didn't mean to. No! God bless a fuzzy brown milk cow! God. Ow! You know, there are times when I miss the old days when I used to play the drums. Except I didn't play the drums. I beat the shit out of them. I miss beating the shit out of the drums. I really do. I really do. Trials and tribulations. Now, when I went to that concert last weekend, the drummer for Whitesnake, he went batshit insane on the drums. That was the frickin' greatest drum solo I've ever seen. I can't explain exactly how it went, but at about 5 minutes in, he just threw his sticks into the audience and just started beating the shit out of his drums with his bare hands. And it was one of the most transcendent drum solos I'd ever seen. So, That's something that you all want to aspire to, drummers. Alright. I need to survive one hit. If I can survive one hit, I can jump forth. Ah, I couldn't survive one hit. Damn. I bet if I was Trevor, I could have survived that hit. I guess the world will never know now. Walk slowly into the ocean. Go into the ocean. Live there. Die there. Alright. Once more into the breach. So many breaches that we're finding ourselves going into. And I always say once more, but it's like, you know, once more the first time, and then after a while it's 5 times more into the breach, and then maybe 30 times into the breach, maybe 100 more times into the breach. I get tired of going back into the breach, but it has to be done. I may not have any choice, Dre. I can't promise that that won't be a thing. And dead. All the way back at the start, so good thing I went to all the trouble to get there from here, clearly. Fucking Dracula. Man. Every time I turn around, it's like, oh, look at me, I'm Dracula, I want to suck your blood. Hey, oh, are you a Belmont? Well, I'm going to smack my ass at you and thumb my finger right up your nose. Ooh. Oh, here's my best buddy, Death. You think you can get past Death? Well, fuck you, Belmont buddy. Bleh. Ooh, ooh, hey, Belmont. You think you beat me? You think I'm not going to be back for 100 years? Hey. It's next year and I'm back and I kidnapped your girlfriend. Fuck you, Belmont. Fuck you. Ugh. Jackass Dracula. He fills me with rage. I'm so angry at fictional Konami Castlevania Dracula. This is not a healthy reaction to be having to a fictional video game character. I am absolutely, positively, 100% going to die again. That's unfortunate. Yep, there we go. Ugh. Oh, see, Dre, now, that's where you're wrong, and I am glad that you brought that up. I am super happy that you brought that up, because there are a couple of games that came out later where Trevor was a secondary character in them, and boy howdy are they good ones, and I would really love to run them in the future. Turns out that Trevor was freaking awesome. He just kind of got a really raw deal. Castlevania Curse of Darkness comes to mind. I would love to run Castlevania Curse of Darkness. It has one of the absolute best soundtracks of any Konami game ever, and that's saying a lot. Seriously. Ah, fuck me. But the soundtrack for Castlevania Curse of Darkness is amazing. I feel like I'm failing more and more frequently now. That's probably due to my heavy drinking. But not all due to my heavy drinking, because my heavy drinking also kind of helped me to get here in the first place. Ack! Keep running. Woo! Jumping over Medusa heads like they're going out of style, man. There's no taking it easy in this day and age. Alas. Oh god. Bats. I'm gonna get wrecked again. Ugh. Yeesh. How was I getting through this before? That's the real question. Because it kind of seems like that was an impossibility now that I'm looking back on it. Thanks for that, game. It's possible to defeat any enemy in this game without getting hit. It's just not likely a lot of times. That's the problem. It's all extremely difficult at the end of the day. Especially this last little part. This last part, man. That's something you don't want to have to deal with on a regular basis. Don't get hit. Be good. Have 0 lives. 0 lives is a common denominator at this point. Whoa. Nope. Yeah, I really thought I'd be done with this like 39 minutes ago, but alas, was not quite the way things worked out. Had it been, would have been great. Uh-oh. Yep. Ooh, that was close. Let's try to get these drippy faces out of our way. Not necessarily the easiest thing in the world, but... Here we go. We live, we die, we live again. Running towards Valhalla in glorious chrome, etc., etc., and all that good shit. Alright. Oof. Oop. And I'm about out of you-know-what axes. Kinda needed more axes. More axes would have been swell. Ah, fuck. So close. So close. It's hero time, Charles. Hooray. Fantastic news, question mark? Thanks for trying to cheer me up, Dre. I'm not sure it worked 100%, but... Just kill me now, game. Kill me now. Let's try this again. We have not done well starting out. Alright. I hit the button, you ass-wrestling gas bastards. Ugh. This game pisses me off a frequent number of times. But we already knew that, did we not? Okay. To the this way. I'm not really thrilled about this slowdown. I'm actually super annoyed about the slowdown, all things considered. Nonetheless, here we go. Yeah, okay. It's pretty clear that I'm not getting through this today. Yeah. Yeah. I can't stop trying. Anime heroes never stop trying, and I shouldn't either. Damn it. Gun and Kahlua wouldn't stop. And they're like 12. Of course, you know, they actually are playing a game where they have a chance of winning, but still. Just get yourself a new set of lives and start over. Sometimes that's the answer. We were doing so well earlier. What happened? What happened? I'll tell you what happened. I started losing it. And you can't lose it in a situation like this. But sometimes it happens. Sometimes it's just like, okay, you're doing great, but now shit's hitting the fan. Repeatedly. Frequently and repeatedly. Really? I'm this close to just launching this controller directly through the window back there. I'm not gonna do it because when I was a kid, if I broke something, I wasn't allowed to have a new one ever again. But I understand the frustration of guys that just put their fists right through the drywall right about now. Just, you know, sometimes you just want to beat the crap out of something. This is one of those times. I must whip all of the Medusa heads. Okay, how about this? Let's say this hacky sack is this controller. Right? There. Now I threw something without it being my controller. I got the satisfaction of throwing something really hard without having it be something that was an expensive piece of hardware. I can work with that. Very satisfying, that. Really? Oh my god. Okay. Here's what I need. I don't doubt that it has not been the same since. Oh god. Son of a bitch. I'm gonna die again. And I hit the wrong button. Well, that was interesting, to say the least. Oh look, I have health again, somehow. I have exactly one life to live, which, you know, when you say it out loud, seems pretty reasonable, but in video game terms, you would think you would have a few more by this point. Alas, I have not. What you gonna do, right? Bat? I'll eat your soul. I'll do it. I'll eat the soul of every bat that's ever existed in the history of time. And I guess now I'll have to. Well, you had a good run, the Kingdom of Bats, but you crossed me one too many times, and now I'm afraid you must die. Terrible shame, that. I need something else to throw. This is all academic, mind you. I shouldn't be this frustrated because we knew this would happen eventually. I made a lot of really good progress, but, you know, I've been drinking the whole time, so clearly it would be difficult to keep up that kind of progress at the end of the day, right? Right. Oh shit. Oh shiitake. Oh god. Barely made it out of that one alive. And in fact, I did not make it out of that one alive. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I have no chance of beating this game now because I've come far closer far more times. I am clearly too drunk or stupid to do it now. So this would be the time to stop and do something else. Or maybe let someone else take over. You know, whatever. So I am going to quit this episode now. Next time we will certainly beat this game. Yes, next time we will definitely beat this game. We'll see what happens. So until then, this is your old pal Rosser. Take a drink.